So the first thing that we didn't really cover in the PowerPoint presentation was that Europeans were not actually the first individuals to come to the New World and attempt to settle it. Vikings had come before and unsuccessfully tried to settle down in the New World. But as you see here, it was between 1000 and 1650 where things started to change in Europe. There were Protestant reformations, Catholic counter-reformations, the Renaissance that was changing the way people viewed the world. And something that was going on in Europe that definitely pushed people to leave was the religion and power was changing on a very quick basis. It would go from Protestant to Catholic to Protestant. And if you were in Europe, this is something that you would see every day. Your religion would be downtrodden by rulers coming in, and then say you switch religions. Next thing you know, a new leader is in, making a new religion the primary religion. This was something that didn't affect individuals in America so much, I would say, because let's say you're living in one of the colonies in America and you're a Protestant. Protestants were in power in Europe, but the Protestant church loses power to the Catholic Church. Potentially, by the time that you got word of the Catholic Church taking power from the Protestant Church will be back in power because you were a lot less affected in the Americas by the changes that were happening every day in England. But it wasn't the only. England wasn't the only country that was occurring such changes. It was also a lot easier to get away from government control if you were Spanish, French, or Dutch. Now, some of you may wonder why they decided to come at the time that they decided to come, because it had been pretty tumultuous for the last several hundred years in Europe. Well, I would say that it comes pretty directly alongside with the advancement of technology. It was much easier for individuals to get in a boat, come to America, and expect to arrive safely than it had been in the past. So here it goes to show some of the roots of Spanish exploration. You can slow this down if you would like. Talks a little bit about the motivations, which we talked about in the PowerPoint of Spain. And here's France a little bit. Talks about looking for a path through. The Dutch, which we spoke about. As just like in the PowerPoint, there's a lot less about the Dutch because they were their exploration and colonization wasn't quite so expansive as the other countries. All right, well, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.